Welcome back to CTV News at 5. Very pleased to be joined by the CEO of the Canadian Elite Basketball League, Mike Morreale. Mike, we're gonna kick it old school. First to 5 baskets wins. We're gonna do that while we interview.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's either gonna go really good or really bad.
Well, I have to warn you.
Oh, you want me to start?
I'm not very good.
Okay. So, let's see what I got. You know, I played a different sport for most of my life.
Well, yeah, you were a football guy. People know you as a CFL guy with the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Toronto Argonauts, and well, that wasn't it. A couple Grey Cups, and you also won the most outstanding Canadian, so we know you're a football guy, but why a basketball league?
You know, it's funny. I always was intrigued by the business side of sport. When I retired in 07, a little forced retirement, it might be, but I got into the vice president role of the Players Association, and at that point, my job was to raise revenues for the players and kind of money off. Well done, by the way. Money off the field, etc. So I always had a sense for that business side of sport, and the one thing that really intrigued me as I became president was I was privy to all the financials. So I understood, my times as a player, what was important to them, what it meant for a team to be successful, and then for a league to be successful. So that inside information was really key when it came to developing the CEBL, because I used real life experience to do it. And, it's been a heck of a ride, a different sport, but certainly at the same time, a whole load of fun.
Right. So you talked a little bit about sustainability of the league yesterday at the press conference. So what about this league and about the way that you're going about it makes you so confident that it's going to be able to last when we've seen pro basketball not last in Canada in the past?
Well, you kind of have to. Oh boy, I think you're up now a couple.
That's only two. That's only two.
The one major thing is you got to look at the situation. So we talk about these failed leagues. A lot of them happened 15, 20 years ago. At that point, basketball was far different in Canada than what it is now. We didn't have, the start of the Raptors and the NBA coming to Canada and all that kind of attention that went into it. So that's one big thing. The other big thing is that a lot of these leagues had external ownership, owners from outside the country, U.S., et cetera, that had Canadian teams but were part of American leagues. And, it's hard to really get the grassroots level if the league isn't behind you, promoting you every day. And that's really the big thing that we did. We had to start with the strong leadership, the strong league office. We have a single entity ownership, which means the league owns all the teams. So we know from start to finish how these guys are going to fare, and we can battle some of the steps along the way.
Right. Okay, well, we talked a little bit yesterday. You're already looking at expansion, and we haven't even had a single game yet. Yeah. What is you think the potential for growth, not only in the league in terms of markets and teams, but for attracting the best players in the world to come play in this league?
Well, that's the one thing I've been really pleased with, and I think our coaches will tell you, is we have attracted even better talent than we thought. It's a downtime in the spring and summer for international basketball. So, that allows us to attract different talent. And a lot of the guys that you'll see on the court tonight have played pro. And we've mixed that in with some youth that give them an opportunity, youth sports developmental players. Some local guys here on the Rattlers will get a chance. And it's all about, building those building blocks and getting the alignment in the ecosystem of basketball.
Yeah. So, this is it. It's here. We're standing on the court.
Nice court, too.
Nice court. We're shooting hoops. How does it feel that it's finally here?
Well, you're taking my mind off things, playing a little basketball, I'm not going to lie. I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped about it. I know the fans that come in attendance will enjoy it. I know the fans that watch us on CBL.TV will have a great time. And really, it's about getting people in the door, wowing them with great basketball, but also wowing them with a great basketball experience.
Right. Well, I'm guessing the action tonight, tip-off's at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a lot better than the action right here.
Yes, I can guarantee you that.
So, I don't know what I think I'm at 2. What are you at?
I think I have 3. Well, 3? Together that's 5.
Together that's 5.
That's fun. Not bad.
Okay, well, we did it. First to 5, a team of Pat and Mike. Well, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks, Pat.
Shooting some hoops. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
For the inaugural season of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Yeah, we're about an hour and a half away from tip-off from the first ever regular season game of the entire league. They're making history tonight. The Saskatchewan Rattlers against the Niagara River Lions. We're going to have it covered on our late show, and stay tuned because we're going to have a lot more from SaskTel Center ahead of this game later on in the show. For now, well, actually, on the other side of the break, you'll join Sean Leslie with your international news.